Hi, my name is Louis Falesi. Today I'll be doing my presentation on how to communicate with nonverbal children who also has autism. Communication is a big part of life, and there's some children out there that don't know how to communicate. It's not because they don't want to, it's because they don't know how. And so my goal for today is to spread that awareness, so you guys are aware that there are children out there that's like that. This is my son Drew. He's 5 years old. I am the type of person that likes to teach my kids how to respect and to listen and to behave. When he was 2 years old, I noticed that it was a little harder for him to grasp what I was trying to say than my other kids. And so, but it never really dawned on me until he started to bite the walls from the drywall off the wall, and he would sprint down the hallway or across the living room when he's mad, and he'll hit his head on the wall. And one day we was at the doctor's office, and he did that, and the doctor brought it to our attention if he was autistic. And so it was a big eye-opener for us, for me and my wife, because I don't know anybody who's autistic, and I wasn't aware of his abilities not to speak and communicate with us. So what is autism? Autism is a lifelong developmental disability that affects how a person communicates with and relates to other people and how they experience the world around them. And so what I want to focus on is how to communicate with nonverbal children. And so this is the autistic spectrum, and these are all the disorders that fall all under the spectrum. And so you have anxiety, Tourette's, OCD, children who are gifted, sensory integration disorder, auditory processing, depression, ADD, ODD, and specific learning difficulties, and ADHD. And so my son falls under the category of specific learning difficulties and ADHD, which is nonverbal and social skills. Statistically, the CDC, which is the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, they estimate that there is 1 out of 68 children in the United States that have autism, and 1/3 of those statistics are nonverbal and remain nonverbal. But they also show hope that there is progress as we continue to give them the special needs, the special attention that they require. One of the ways that we can communicate with them is through flashcards. Flashcards comes in handy because you can take it anywhere that you want. You can take it in the grocery stores, you can take it when you go out and eat. You can have 5 or 6 flashcards that show the bathroom. When he wants to use the bathroom, he can pull up the flashcard of the bathroom and communicate with us that way. Another way is through sign language. And sign language is kind of hard for Drew to understand. He doesn't really grasp the fact of it yet, but there's other kids that do in his class, and they do really good with sign language and communicate that way. But one of our favorite ways to communicate is through the iPad. And so there's apps that you can download on your iPad, and they can communicate to you that way. One of the apps is Speak for Yourself, and the one that we like is Autismate, because they use it at school, and we can use it at home as well, so it's consistent. Consistency is important, especially dealing with kids with autism. And so one of the reasons why we like it is because they have pictures that we can download on the iPad that shows their facial expressions, that shows their emotions, It has a picture of snacks. It has obviously the bathroom, the room, and let's say for instance, if I ask him to do a task and like pick up his shoes and put it away. If he does it, I reward him with a snack. I show him a picture of the snacks that we have in the house, and if he wants Oreos, he'll pick on Oreos, and then I'll give him Oreos. And so that's one of the ways that we communicate with him, and it's very effective because it's consistent with the school and here at home. And so, as I said earlier, that my goal today was to spread awareness and to help us who are not aware of kids with autism or kids that are nonverbal and it's hard for them to speak. And so next time you go to the mall, playground, swimming pools, grocery stores, just be aware. You may think that that kid is not behaving, but he may also have autism, and just please be understanding, because it seems like there's a lot more kids out there, especially ever since we knew that Drew had autism, we're finding out that there's a lot of kids out there that have autism, and there's a lot of people that's not aware of it. And so I hope this educated and spread the awareness, and thank you.